February the 24th through March the 1st. And I have meditated and shuffled these cards off screen. Let's see what we have in store for you. Remember that these are general readings. These are for the collective, so take what resonates and just leave the rest. And don't forget it's for your sun, moon and rising, so check out the other videos and the link should be below. There's loads of links to other things below, including a personal reading. If you'd like that, go to my website and check that out. Okay, and you can click on this link here as well. Okay, enough of my sales pitch. This is for Virgo. For Virgo, what wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Virgo for February the 24th through March the 1st? Your ruling planet, Mercury, is doing somersaults this week, so you might want to stay tuned for the Astrological Report to see what's going on in the celestial sky this week. 3 cards for... Oh, there it is. Wow, that was quick. You have messages galore. Yes, so you might want to check out what's going on with your ruling planet, darling. You will really feel these aspects that are coming up. Okay, this is for Virgo. These are clarifying cards for Virgo. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Virgo through these clarifying cards for February the 24th through March the 1st? Oh, I'm feeling this energy, guys. Okay. Please clarify this. There it is. Oh, please clarify the... Oh, and please clarify the 4... Oh, darling, let me tell you something. Your messages are coming out so fast. It's obvious that there's an important message here for some of you. Okay, the first card out for you is the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords comes into a reading when you need to kind of move on from something. Now, there's always fear with the 6 of Swords because there's fear of the unknown, of what's ahead. There are no guarantees ahead, and so it's probably what's stopping you from moving on. Whatever this situation is, it can be a job, it can be a relationship, it can be a city, a country, it can be any situation that makes sense to you, that you know that you need to move on. He's like moving on. When the 6 of Swords comes in, it's saying, listen, there's calmer waters and greener pastures ahead. So just get in the boat. Don't hesitate, because where you're at now is not working for you and you know it. And even though the waters may be a little treacherous, you will get to calmer waters and you will get to greener pastures. So it is it's imperative that you move on. And look, clarifying the 6 of Swords is the Fool. So your fear, because also when the Fool comes in, there's fear. And it's funny, the Fool is the number 0. It is infinity, right? The number 0 is endless opportunities, right? Infinite opportunities. And that's what the Fool sees. The Fool sees infinite opportunities everywhere. The Fool is naive. He hasn't been beaten up by life. He's just so in awe and, oh, I wonder what's around the corner. I wonder what's going to happen next. This is so exciting. It's an adventure. And yet you're probably in that space of, oh God, I don't know what's going to happen next. What's around the corner? What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? What's going to happen? And so when the Fool comes in, you are being asked to see this change as an adventure. Move on. Move on and know that this is an exciting new adventure. It's a new beginning. And there are infinite opportunities there for you. So open your eyes, because sometimes the Fool's kind of walking along, totally oblivious, just in awe of everything, right? And that he could just fall off a cliff. So watch where you're going and look for those infinite opportunities. He sees opportunities in everything too, because he's so like, oh, he's so childlike. And in awe of being in the present. I always think of this as totally being in the present and seeing this beautiful planet as a wonderful gift, right? So this is an incredible journey, darling. Don't hesitate. Get in that boat and just start the adventure. Who knows where it's going to take you? It's going to take you somewhere better than where you're at, that's for sure. And the next card out for you is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is about abundance. It's about things paying off. She is Gaia, right? She's the Mother Earth. She is nurturing, and she's creating abundance wherever she goes. And this journey is going to be filled with abundance, is what I'm getting for you. So don't be in fear. Be in harmony with Mother Earth. This is about, also, listen, we need to take care of this planet. It's our home. Keep it clean. Keep it tidy. Keep it neat. Recycle, reuse. Compost. Be kind. Be kind to this beautiful planet that we live on. I don't think I need to tell you, you guys are earth signs. You know what's important. She's worked really hard, and she knows that, abundance comes with hard work. So don't be afraid to roll your sleeves up. That's what I'm getting now. Clarifying, the Queen of Pentacles, she's also very loyal, the Queen of Pentacles, is the moon. Right? Now the moon, when the moon comes in, I always think that the moon is going to shed a light on something. So it's almost like you're going to see the truth in the situation. So you can no longer pull the wool over your eyes, and you have to move on. Whatever it is that's holding you back, you'll see it with clarity, because the moon comes in and it shines a light in the shadows. So you'll be able to see the shadow side of something that you haven't seen before. It's something that comes from the unconscious into the conscious mind. So I feel that you are going to see things a little bit differently. You're going to see some kind of truth is going to come to light this week. It's really important for you to open your eyes and take note, and don't be afraid to look in the shadows. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of your shadow side either. Don't denounce it. We're not all good. We're all good and bad, and it's okay to own that. It's okay to, it's important to own it, but not beat yourself up. Don't be up in your head beating yourself up, and stay tuned for the Astrological Report, talking of beating yourself up. I'm thinking of worst case scenarios, because that's, what we've got going on this week, astrologically. Now, the next card out for you is the Four of Pentacles. So you're hanging on to something. There's something you are hanging on to, and it's that fear. Look, you see this guy, he's got 4 coins. He's got one under each foot. He's holding one. He's sitting on one, and he's so busy kind of protecting that he's not free. He's trapped almost, but he doesn't see it. He's not seeing this. He's not seeing that he's trapped. So this can be emotional baggage that you need to let go of. It could be something that you're holding on to. It can be a resentment towards someone or something. There's something you are holding on to. And you need to let go, because you won't be able to move forward. So that can be like getting in the boat. You're holding back. You're in fear, because this is in fear of losing, your money. Sometimes this is really not spending because you don't believe your coffer is going to be replenished. This is blocking you. You are blocking yourself by holding on. So if it's money and you're not spending any, money is energy. It needs to have a flow. You've got to put it out to get it back. And I'm not saying spend frivolously, but invest in you. Spend something that's going to, perhaps make you feel a little luxurious. Maybe you need to feel a little opulent at the moment, whatever that is for you, massage, mani-pedi, going for afternoon tea, a big piece of cake, whatever it is for you, treat yourself. It's okay. You've got to feel abundant. You can't go from, you can't feel abundant if you're depriving yourself, right? You want to feel that abundance. You want to feel affluent, even if you're not. Give yourself a little break. But if this is emotionally holding on to something, it's also time to let it go. And look, clarifying the Four of Pentacles is the Magician. And he has the infinity sign right above his head. This is the number one, right? So right after the 0, you've got number 1 on the journey. So this is like, he makes something spectacular out of seemingly nothing. He has the 4 elements. That's all he's got. That's all we need. That's all we need. Mother Gaia provides 4 elements. We have the air, we have the earth, we have fire, and we have water. And what can we create out of that? We can create abundance out of that. We can grow food. We can feel warm. We can cook food. We can breathe oxygen, the air. We can drink the water and grow the food with the water. I mean, this, you can create, you have everything that you need to create the life that you want. That's what the Magician's message is. Don't underestimate yourself. Let go of whatever this is so that you can move forward. This could be fear. Let go of that fear. It's really fear, because that's when you don't want to spend money. It's in fear of not having any more. It's when you're holding on to something because, you're in fear of let it go. That's all I will say. Virgo, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. And stay tuned for the Astrological Report coming up next. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you on the other side. Hello, and thank you so much for staying tuned for the Astrological Report to see what's happening in the celestial sky this week. That is the week of February the 24th through March the 1st. And we start on Monday, February the 24th. The Sun is sextile Mars at 9:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that will be the next day in Europe, or earlier in the evening on the West Coast. So now this will increase your energy, this transit. It's a perfect time to kind of tackle any projects that you've kind of left on the shelf. And this is a really good time to kind of get that done. And also you'll have the stamina to see it through to completion. So this is a wonderful energy to take advantage of. Now, February the 25th, the Sun is conjunct Mercury at 12:59 a.m. So it'll be the day before on the West Coast, but it's on Monday in New York and in Europe. Now, this is a lively, chatty time, right? The Sun is energizing, so it's going to kind of energize your communication, because Mercury is about communication, the intellect, and siblings and local travel. So your speech pattern may be faster than normal. You may be a little more chatty, but still be careful, because remember that Mercury is in retrograde. So things that you say may be misinterpreted or misconstrued. So be very thoughtful before you say something, even though it's kind of very, that kind of thing, I kind of get that. I talk very fast, and sometimes my thought process is so fast, I can't get it out of my mouth. So sometimes it can have you like that. So it's but it's energizing, it's fun, it's engaging. So it's definitely a way of making connections and perhaps posting something on social media. So also be very careful about what you post on social media during this time. Now, on Friday, the 27th, Venus is square Pluto at 5:06 p.m. Now, this can be a very stressful aspect for relationships because it's about power and it's about control. Ultimatums are likely during this time. And listen, resist the urge to manipulate, because that's going to be front and foremost. It's about manipulation because you want the power over the relationship. So it's about spying. Don't look in emails. Don't look at things that you don't want to find. You know, we always find things if we're looking for it. So don't resist that urge. Let them have their privacy. And look, if it's meant to be, they'll be there. Listen, strong relationships will weather this transit. But relationships that are on thin ice could break up during this time, and you could feel that very heavy pain. It's a very deep and heavy pain. But as I say, resist the urge to spy on your partner, because it'll probably backfire if you do that. You're not going to gain anything from it, except perhaps pain. Now, also on the same day, although the next day, if you're in Europe, this is Friday, Mercury is sextile Uranus at 10:14 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's the next day in Europe. Now, this transit really quickens your mind, right? Because Mercury is the planet of intellect, and then Uranus is the higher octave of that. So it quickens things. So your mind works very fast, sudden, incredible, innovative ideas may come to you. So have a pen and paper and write these things down. There may be a gem in there. Now, have you ever had that kind of thing where you think of someone that you haven't seen for years, and then all of a sudden they pop up? You either get a message or you get a phone call or you bump into them. That's what this transit fosters. It fosters psychic ability and intuition, and things like that come up out of the blue. So you may come across some surprising news, perhaps when you're, surfing through the internet. So, and also very vivid dreams at this time. So pay attention to your dreams, because you could receive psychic messages in your dreams. So write them down when you wake up, because they may be really informative to you later. So guys, that is the astrological report for the week. Thank you so much. I'd just like to mention a couple of things. This is a viewers supported channel, and you can support this channel by either becoming a member. I now have a membership available. Just press the join button and there are some perks in there. Check them out. There are 2 levels of membership. I'm going to do videos only for members, and all kinds of perks and things that I'm planning to do. Also, I have a Patreon page, and I'd like to really thank my patrons that I have. They really help me out. So thank you so much. And you can check out my Patreon page. You can click on this link. It'll take you to my Patreon page, and it shows you things that I post there that I don't post anywhere else. I also have a Facebook group, guys, and twice a month I do a live feed within that Facebook group. I'm planning to do those live feeds just for members only in my membership section. It's in the community tab, and the community tab, we can hang out there and talk and message, and I put special posts, behind the scene posts there for memberships. Anyway, that's my sales pitch, darling. I just want to thank you all for tuning in, and of course, more than anything, I am available for readings. So check out my website. The links will be below in the show more section, and you can see what kind of services I offer. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.